Welcome to another episode. My name is Dean Vass. You can find me on X at #Kangas, Instagram #Kangaroos podcast. Tonight, I'll welcome to the show a couple of special guests and premiership players as well. I can't forget that. We have the girl who was part of the wall in our defence last year, Jasmine Ferguson, and also our little goal sneak, Bella Eddie. Girls, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on tonight to preview the season coming up. And let's get straight into it. From a personal perspective, how's your pre-season gone, Fergs?
Yeah, pretty good. I think the preseason's always a funny one. It feels like it drags out for quite a while since your last game back into November, December last year. So it kind of just feels like you're doing lots of running, lots of skills, getting your body right. But personally feeling, quite fit and healthy. And super excited for the season, which is, come along quite quick in the last month or two.
No, it definitely has. It's definitely stuck up on us. Have you worked on anything different from a personal perspective, or are we going to see a similar role to last season?
Trying to work on, I think I say this every year, but I'm really trying to work on it a bit more this year. But I am trying to see if I can work on my offensive side of the game a little bit more. I think obviously pretty confident down back defensively and in like contests and whatnot. But really want to try and get up the ground now and demand the ball a bit more, just so we have more options going forward, because obviously we're going to be fairly targeted this year in our ball movement, and those who are normally involved will get heavily looked at. So trying to just have different avenues to goal and contribute going forward.
Don't say too much about your offense. Sorry, Bella, what was that?
I can vouch for Fergie. She's definitely been working on that in the preseason, been getting a lot more involved in the offense. So I think it's exciting for everyone.
Oh, that sounds good. Now, don't say too much, because I've got a couple questions for you at the end, Fergie, for Bella. See if she knows these, but something to look forward to. But Bella, welcome to the show. How's your pre-season gone so far?
Yeah, it's been not bad. I had actually a bit of an interrupted one. I got quite sick and missed a little block, which isn't super ideal. But been back fit and firing for a little bit now, which is great. So feeling really good, same as Ferg, just really excited to crack into round one. It's been so long, and just at that point now where you're just really keen, all the posts about how close it is, you just want to play. So can't wait for the Cats. I think it'll be a really great hit out.
You've had now. I remember you on a podcast a while ago. I think you sort of grew up with a health problem. I can't remember exactly what it is, but is that related to what happened in the off season?
I just really got struck down with like a really bad like cold flu type thing, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Oh, that happens to the best of us. So, well, you're still alive. That's the main thing. So you weren't trying to get out of pre-season, were you?
Yeah, I just wanted to miss out on all the pre-season running, so I just called the doc up, put a bit of mayo on it, stayed home for a bit. Nah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You're talking like a veteran, someone in a leadership group. So we'll definitely talk about that. Fergs, who has been the star on a track you feel like will take their game to a new level this season? We're always curious at this time of year, looking for someone, that middle tier player, to step up, almost being A grader. Has anyone really caught your eye in the off season?
I think Nicole Bresnahan, or Flash that we like to call her, has been someone that I thought's just taken her game to another level this year. I think we've always known she's really strong in the contest, hard to tackle, and loves getting back defensively and stopping her opponent. But I think she's just taken her game to another level. Obviously, Carnes is dealing with a bit of an injury at the moment and has for some of the preseason. So Flash has kind of been getting involved on offense a bit more and kind of being that one who can drive off the halfback in almost, I guess, a little bit of replacement of Carnes while she's been out. So I think it's been really nice for her to take her game to the next level. And then I guess there's probably a couple girls in the midfield too, like some of the younger ones, Mia and Ruby, I think are just coming along, getting better and better every single year, and they support Jamin and Ash and some of those bigger names in the midfield really well.
It's a good quartet, that midfield. We'll definitely talk about them. Bella, what about yourself? Have you seen anyone different to Jazz there?
Yeah, I'd agree with everything she said, but I also think Tess Craven's coming along really nicely, put in a mountain of work in the off-season, looking really fit, and she's been getting super involved in our match sims and stuff so far, and I think she's a super talent. So I'm really excited to see her take her game to the next level this year.
Yeah, I mean, these girls really stepped up last year, so to hear that again, it's really exciting. Definitely looking out for those players. Tess Craven, her kicking skills are quite elite. yeah, she kicked the first goal. Couldn't have kicked it any more through the middle in the grand final last year, but that's kind of what you expect. Now, we've got some new players, and the big recruit obviously is Eilish Sheeran, a quality player in her own right, was second best player at Richmond behind Mon Conti. That's not a bad feat. How has she settled in, Jazz?
Yeah, I think she's settled in really well. She's come in and done a fair bit with the back line over the kind of preseason block, and it's just been nice to get to know her and her strengths, and then obviously things that she wants to keep working on. She seems very invested. Like, she's done a lot of work to like learn our game style and kind of obviously switch over from what Richmond had been playing or how they go about it. But she's a contest beast, and especially in the gym as well. She's been showing us all up of how strong she is. She definitely benches the most, and is pretty strong in there. But anytime she goes up in a contest, you pretty much know she's either going to win it or definitely halve it. And then she's pretty hard to tackle as well. So she's slotted in really well in and around our contest kind of shape and structure.
I'm curious to see. I know she only played a half. I think it was last week, and she looked quite good on a halfback flank. Do you see her as because her last year at Richmond was last year, obviously, she was playing a lot of midfield minutes. Do you see her going back to the backline role where she made her name at Richmond?
Well, I think they're trying to obviously just keep some options open. I think a good thing, a part of our team this year, is we have a lot of like depth and versatility. Probably not for myself. I tend to just play one position, but a lot of the other girls tend to kind of, be able to play a couple of different positions. They kind of get put in throughout the preseason in different kind of roles and line groups just to really learn multiple positions. Because obviously if someone goes down, you need a replacement. You want to be able to have some versatility and like adaptability in there as well.
It definitely adds a lot of depth to a very, very good team. Now, a player that has had a really good preseason, and I'm going to butcher this name, but Blythe Bogue. I even Googled this to see how to pronounce it. She has looked really good up forward, good set of hands, got a bit of pace, kicked a few goals in preseason, looked very impressive last week, Bella. Is that someone we should be looking out for?
Yeah, I think so. I think you should keep your eyes out. I think the pronunciation is Blaheen.
Blaheen, that's it.
Yeah. But no, I think everyone should definitely keep their eyes peeled for her. I hope she gets her opportunity. She's worked really, really hard and come a really long way since she walked in the doors last year. And I think, as you said, she's really quick. She's agile. She can take a mark. She can kind of play that hybrid role between being small, but she's also a little bit taller, so can kind of play a bit like a key as well. So I think it's really exciting. Hopefully she gets her chance and can show everyone what she can do. She showed, obviously, against Essendon, I think she kicked 3, so she's definitely got the potential in her. So, she's come a long way.
It definitely showed her opponent a clean pair of heels a couple of times. Yeah, very good player. And just to ask her to take a bounce again, that was one of the ugliest ones I've seen, but it seemed to come back up to her. So, but that happens. That's all part of the fun. Now, both of you girls are in the leadership group again this year. Congratulations on that as well. A lot of good leaders in the club. So to get into that group is a special effort and something you both must be proud of. What has been the message to you girls this off-season to stay focused and really be a challenger again this year? I'm going to start with you, Bella, because I've been going Jazz first time, and I'm going to go Bella. Has it been anything different, or is it just sticking with the normal sort of principles?
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything too different, to be honest. We've got such an amazing group that nothing really needed to be said. A few weeks after, obviously, we'd wrapped up our celebration, everyone was back running, back gymming, back getting better, wanting to go again. So I think our group's so motivated, like such good work ethic, all play for the right reasons. Obviously, if we're winning flags, we're all team first, buying into our program. So not much had to be said. So I guess rolling with the same, but Croc did, just mention at the start that, as great as what happened was, we've just got to forget about it now. We're going to be the hunted. There's probably been a bit of what's been being said at the moment, so being prepared for that. But the group's in great hands, I think.
Oh, it definitely is. Any extra pressure, Jazz, this year? I mean, we won every game last year. The bar is obviously very high, and won a grand final even quite convincingly. Have you noticed the standards still being just as high as last year, or even better?
Yeah, I think the standards, I think every year continue to get better and better, and that's what we're really proud of. We have a few mottos around the club that we just want to get better every single day. So every time you rock up to the club, we're just trying to get better individually, but also as a team. And another motto we've been kind of, I guess, just leaning into a little bit is that pressure is a privilege. So just trying to make sure that we don't kind of shy away from that pressure and that fact that we are going to be more hunted this year as such, and just to kind of lean into it, embrace it. Croc always speaks about that we were almost kind of hunted last year when we were having quite a good season. So it's actually not really anything different. So it's just about getting back to the process. And he loves using that we're on a journey together. So it's just about, going through that journey again this season, focusing on the first 12 games and then seeing where we are.
I remember you said that pre-finals last year, pressure is a privilege. And a couple of days later, I had a conference at work and I used that saying. So and it went down pretty well, Jazz. So thanks for that. I appreciate that. That's a good way of looking at things, a good way of looking at life. Something we should definitely embrace. Jasmine Garner was obviously a new captain this year. Emma Carney decided to step down, but she was captain most of the last season, so nothing too much changes there, I guess, Bella.
Yeah, exactly right. No, probably, unfortunately for Khan's going down, obviously, but probably a perfect segue for Jazzy, really, to get some experience captaining. And we do a player vote, so obviously all the girls really liked having her as captain, voted her in this year when Khan stepped down. And, yeah, really selfless move from Khan's and just speaks volumes to the character that she is, just recognising that the time's probably right and we've got really strong leaders that she's helped develop, so big credit to her. But for her to hand it over to Jan in the end is really special and big shoes to fill, but Jazzy Garner would definitely be able to do it. So I think the girls are excited for her. We obviously know what she can do as a player, but her leadership's come along in leaps and bounds over the past 2 years in particular. So really proud of her and can't wait for her to captain us out in round one officially.
She doesn't strike me as so much a vocal person, Jazz. I mean, she always, whenever you speak to her, she always talks about the team. She never talks about herself. I know she gets a lot of plaudits from the general public, media, and so forth. They want to talk about her and how good she is, and that's fair enough. She's always team first. But what sort of captain is she? Do you find? Does she lead with actions on the field, or does she communicate a lot as well?
Yeah, I think she's definitely one of those people that you kind of just watch and realize that she's just got that natural leadership. She just, leads by example in her work rate and her standards and how she goes about it. I think she's what she's worked on over the last couple of years, underneath some guidance from Carney, is that she's started to become a little bit more vocal and she's kind of almost found her voice. When she gives you feedback, you definitely listen, and you listen quite a lot, because anything that she has to say, you want to take it on board. So I think for her to develop that and to be the leader that she is now, yes, she doesn't have to be maybe as vocal or give you as many sprays as Carney used to. She just goes about it in her own way, but we love her for it. And I think my favourite thing was watching her get accepted as the captain and just how proud she looked getting voted in by everybody. And it was just such a nice heartfelt moment, and we absolutely love her, and we'll back her in every day of the week.
Definitely. She definitely will need the help. I guess, I mean, Emma Carney's not going to just step aside. If you need any help, I mean, you got her there as well. So, you don't really lose too much in that. It's a good time for a transition. That all sounds pretty positive. Now, is there an unknown player that maybe people don't know about that could be a surprise pack and get a game contribute this year, Bella? Or do you sort of see maybe the usual 23, 24, unless there's injuries?
No, I think there could absolutely be a few surprise packets. We've got some great additions that we've come in, and I mean, obviously through injury, some players get their opportunity, and that's awesome. But I do think there'll be other times. I think Tessa Boyd's probably one to watch for. In that retrospect, I think I wouldn't be surprised at all to see her make her way into the team. It's obviously a really tough team to crack, but that speaks volumes about Boydie and the way she's come in into the club. So. I definitely think you never know what can happen in a season and the way things turn and things like that. So I think, there'll definitely be a few names. We've probably got the best depth we've ever had on the list in my time. So, I think it's really exciting. And, it keeps everyone on their toes as well who are in that mainstay side. So I think it's only, really healthy.
Well, I think it was Sunday. I was doing the best 21. And yeah, I was crossing out a few names, putting a few in, and so forth. And that's without me knowing too much about, like Tessa Boyd and so forth like that. But competition for spots is definitely going to be very hot. Jasmine, have you got anyone that you think might be a surprise packet?
There's probably quite a few you could almost expect. As Bella said, I think this is one of the years that we've actually had the most depth and again that versatility within the team, which is really good at that. Yeah, again, competition for spots and kind of having to make sure you are playing your role and getting out there and doing what you need to do is good. I feel like some other years we've kind of relied on just a certain amount of girls, and some of those younger girls weren't quite ready. But I feel like this year some of those girls have just been developing, Alice Slocum, you got Georgia Stubbs, even Claire Mahoney's come in this year. Like they're quite young, but you can see they're really starting to, find their feet, ask really good questions, get involved a lot. So I think there's quite a few players that are, starting to knock on the door. It's really, really exciting to see.
I mean, the VFLW team is very strong. Yeah, unfortunately, they just fell short last weekend, but I still expect them to, come through and win it. So there's a lot of good players there. There's a couple that have come. Yeah, Zoe Soberayan is playing down there. So there's definitely a lot of competition at the club, which is only a healthy thing at the end of the day. We'll move forward. We'll go to round one. And are you disappointed, Bella, that we don't get to unfurl the flag in the first round, or are you not too worried about it?
I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. It's probably not something that's really ever crossed my mind, the flag unfurling, because I guess it will happen just a week later at Arden Street. So I think for us, we're not really fussed. We're up for the challenge to go down the highway for round one. We'll get to celebrate the flag in round two at home with all the fans, which will be obviously really special and a great day for everyone. So I think, probably not something that's crossed my mind, but it'll be a great day, as I said.
Any different thoughts there, Jazz? Like, are you sort of disappointed we don't get to? Because generally in sport, like every year, the team that wins a premiership round one, they get to unfurl the flag. That's just a tradition. It's a bit strange they haven't done it with the AFLW. Does it cross your mind, or you're not sort of you're similar to Bella and pretty chill and not too worried about it?
It actually hasn't crossed my mind too much. I think it would have been nice, obviously, to play at home round one. That would have been a nicer feeling to get out at Arden Street, especially being premiers. But I guess even a message that kind of Croc's given us this year is we almost kind of closed the chapter of winning and started focusing on this season. So even, I guess, the premiere of our documentary coming out this week, it kind of almost caught me by surprise because I kind of forgot about it. Like, we've been focusing so much on this season coming up, like some of those things, like you said, unveiling the flag, the documentary, like they kind of caught me by surprise almost, because I felt like we had kind of almost moved on, but they are nice times to kind of reminisce. And then, as Bella said, hopefully we can get some fans down to round two instead of round one and just have lots of people at Arden Street to, show off that flag.
Oh, definitely. That'll be next Saturday, I believe, against Port Adelaide, round two. So, but, we don't get looked after with fixtures at the best of time. We never have. We haven't this year as well. But we go to Geelong round one, a tough one, because they seem to match up pretty well against us, don't they, Bella?
Yeah, definitely. It will be, I think the girls will be geared up for a really tough, contested, physical game. You're right. In the past, we've had some, especially the last couple, have been really, really super close. We obviously drew last year, so it can't really be any closer than that. So I think it'll be a great challenge, to be honest. Like, you start round one, everyone's obviously on a level playing field a bit. So I think it's just a great challenge for the girls to head down there, play on Team HBA, which we know is a bit of a different kind of ground in that it's really long and not as wide as some of the most other grounds that we play on. So it always presents a really good challenge, and Geelong obviously play the ground there really well. But we're expecting a tough battle, but we're back our girls in our system, our preparation and game plan 100% of the way. So we're hoping to go down there and get a really good, solid, big win, hopefully. But tough opener, but back the girls in.
First, I looked, the first 5 weeks are quite tough. There's a bit of travel, Geelong, Fremantle and Brisbane. Of course, they're going to give us Brisbane over there. Why wouldn't they? They just need to give us Adelaide as well. But, look, I'm not here to complain about it. So you girls don't complain about it. I'll do the complaining for you anyway. Now, we've had some, close encounters, Jasmine. I think the most memorable one is that final where there wasn't a goal after quarter time a couple of years ago. But I still enjoy the game. They've got a good quality, tough midfield, and a good challenge. They've got some good forwards as well. I think you've matched up on Chloe Shear a couple of times. They've certainly got some challenges, but something you sort of seem to embrace as well.
Yeah, I think we match up really well against them in kind of almost every line. But I think it's something that we're really trying to lean into this year and embrace. I think a lot of our games and over the last couple of years against Geelong, we haven't actually played our best or like our brand of footy a lot. We've almost kind of been caught up playing their brand of footy, and I feel like that's why it's been so close and contested, is that we haven't been quite putting in some of the work that we need to. So hopefully we can go down there this year and actually play a North Melbourne game, keep it in the front half and whatnot, put some scoreboard pressure on them, and I think we can do really well. We just got to try and make sure we play our game for longer and don't fall into the trap of trying to play the way that they want to.
I mean, Bella, it was last year, round 2, that we did get the draw against them, and it probably whack us up a little bit. Like Jasmine said, we didn't play our brand that day. We certainly got dictated to play the way they wanted to play, and they got the draw in the end. They stuck it up over the line, but it seemed to wake us up, and all of a sudden, I thought we won every game after that. We couldn't have done much more. So probably not a bad time to play in round 1, because if things don't go well, we might work a few things out. But I'm pretty confident, like round 1 last year, that we could certainly put in a good performance.
Yeah, 100%. I think, when you draw a game, if you ask any of the players, they'd tell you that it was a loss. That's how it feels when you draw. Like, to us, it's probably treated more like a loss. But you're absolutely right. You learned so much from those games. We learned so much just from the way we played. We didn't play our way. Why did that happen? How did that happen? From, individual perspective, from a line perspective, which then obviously leads to the whole team. So you learn so much. We obviously took those learnings in good stead heading into the rest of our season that year. As you said, I mean, it'd be obviously great. We want to win. We play to win every single time we're out there. We haven't lost in a while, albeit we did just lose to the Dogs in a pracky match. And again, we took some amazing learnings out of that, and probably wasn't the worst outcome in the world to just be reminded of what happens if we don't play our best. So I think the girls will be really keen. And, if we do lose, obviously that's not the ideal outcome that we'd want, but we'd take some great learnings from it that would probably hold us in good stead anyway. So.
No, definitely. Jazz, what's the preparation like going into the game? When do you go up? Do you go up Saturday morning to Geelong? I know it's only an hour and a half. Or do you get accommodation on Friday night, go up early, or anything different?
Well, me and Bella are actually driving together. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
I'll be picking her up on the way. And we normally just go up on Saturday morning. And obviously it's a little bit of a later game. If it was a little bit earlier, I guess we might consider accommodation, kind of similar to how you go interstate. But it being the 3:25 start, we can kind of head up in the morning. We are planning on leaving a little bit earlier just because we know there's some lane closures and whatnot over the Westgate and stuff at the moment, so we don't want to get too much in caught in traffic. I'm a bit of a stress head sometimes when I'm running late, and when there's traffic, Bella can attest to that. So I will be leaving plenty of time. I'll probably just hang out in Geelong for a little bit. I'd rather that than be late, so we'll be heading off pretty early Saturday morning.
Bella, how is Jazz at driving? Does she get frustrated with other drivers?
Nah, she's a very good driver. Drives the speed limit though. No, doesn't really say much, which is why she drives and not me, because she can't handle my racing style driving. So.
You sound more like my wife. She's a paramedic, so she's got an excuse, but she does it in general anyway. So that sounds pretty good. So try and get there nice and early. It's always better to leave early rather than late. That definitely try and expect good Melbourne traffic, especially on a Saturday morning. Who knows what you can get? Well, I've got some fun questions for you girls. Now I'm going to do I went through player comp. So I've got interesting, unique statistics. So I'm going to ask Bella a question about Jazz, and Jazz a question about Bella if she's done this particular thing. Well, once we get started, you'll understand it. So I'm going to start with you, Bella. So has Jasmine Ferguson ever laid a tackle inside forward 50?
Oh, like, I feel like it could be a trick question because I want to say no because I'm not sure you venture into the forward 50 ever. But I feel like that could be the trick of it. So I'm going to back you in, Ferg, and say yes.
She has. She's laid 2 tackles inside forward
let's
50.
go, Ferg.
What am I doing
forward?
down there?
I can't remember. It's
What are you doing down there? No, it must have been like a save the game or something.
yeah, pressing up. That's it. I like it. Jasmine, has Bella Eddie ever taken a running bounce in a game?
Oh, my initial thought would be definitely yes, but now I'm kind of like, she gets a fair bit of space out there. Yes, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to back in my first thought. Yes.
She's had 1 running
Yeah.
bounce.
Last year in the
I would've
prelim, first bounce ever, I was actually stoked.
God,
I actually
no,
remember that. I looked it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and I thought I'm pretty sure she did one in the prelim.
Yeah.
So I actually went to watch the footage, and yeah, I remember you doing it. So there you go.
there you go.
Now, this is an interesting one, Bella. Has Jasmine Ferguson ever had a stoppage clearance before? Not a centre clearance, a stoppage clearance.
Ooh, it's a good one, but I feel like it would be a D50, but you'd never really be in there because you'd be the. But you know what, Ferg, again, I'm just going to back it in and say that, yeah, you have.
She has had 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, Jazz.
No, I don't remember that at all.
No, neither do I. I think it was 2023 or something like that. So I'd have to.
Go on,
Yeah,
Ferg. Put her in the midfield.
Put me in. Put me back into the tag.
yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's why I thought you're doing the pre-season. You're pushing up the ground a bit. You're going to push in the midfield. They're going to swap Jasmine's. Put Jasmine Garner in the back line and put Ferguson in the midfield. It's all
I've
right.
got a
You
fun
can put her
fact
in
for
there.
you.
Yeah, go on, Belle.
Back in the day when Ferg played VFRW for Collingwood, she had to tag Jenna.
Oh,
How many
there she go.
how many disposals do you think Jenna had with Ferg tagging her?
Oh, Jenna Bruton won a B and F. I'd say she was a very good player. I'd say she would have still got about 20 touches.
How many, Fergie?
Unfortunately, still had 35.
Oh, 35. Shit. But
we won the game, so.
Oh, well, that's all that matters. But she was an elite. Like her first year at the club, she won the B and F. She was an elite midfielder.
Yeah, Jenna's elite.
Yeah, no, she was actually quite nippy. But well, you end up in the back line. So yes,
Yeah,
you must have done something well defensively that day. But maybe the scouts didn't see you. That's why that game. That's why they did draft you. So
Hopefully they ignored that game. Yeah.
yeah, I hope they did. All right, what else have we got? So, all right, Jazz. Does Bella Eddie have more free kicks, or does she have more free kicks against her in her AFL career?
Oh well, she does. Like, the umpires don't see this, but she throws the ball a lot. Like, she barely handballs that thing. So I reckon she should have more given away, but I feel like she's quite sneaky in and under that they don't notice it as much. So I reckon more for her.
No, that's wrong. She's 22 for, 24 against.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. What about you, Bella? With Jazz.
Oh, I'd probably say against, just because she's a defender and often the umpires call it the forwards away, so probably just stitched up, to be honest, for her.
No, she's actually had more free kicks for her, so
Oh,
which is a
wow.
bit surprising. I agree with you. I think she's been crucified a couple of times, especially that round 1 game against Brisbane last year. She absolutely got crucified. I like her
I don't
complaints. She
wanna
just
hear-
puts her hands up and just starts going, "What's that for?" So,
I don't want to hear
What the
any more
hell?
complaints from you, Ferg.
okay. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Yeah. Now, this one, I have to tell a story, and you tell me if it's true or not. So I'll go with you, Bella. So one of Jasmine's inside 50 tackles was a holding the ball decision and gave Jasmine Garner a shot at goal in 2022. The shot was half smothered and didn't make the distance. Was that true or not?
Nah, highly doubt Jazz Garner's kick got smothered.
No, Jazz Ferguson.
I mean, I don't know. She definitely wouldn't have been going for goal. She probably tried to pass it off. So, but yeah, it probably got smothered.
No, it's actually false. I made that up. So now, I have a story for you, Jazz. Now, you have to tell me if it's true or not. In a Ford 50 stoppage in 2023, Emma King and her opponent didn't make it to the boundary throwing on time. So Bella Eddy put her hand up to take the boundary throwing and decided to hit it straight out of bounds to record her one and only career hit out. True or not?
You can't have. If you actually went up in that, I would have no. Surely there's someone else better options gonna be in the forward line than you, Bella. I gotta say that's false.
Yeah, it is false.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
no.
God.
yeah, but
that would have been desperate times if that was true.
Well, back in the day, they used to do third man up. Daniel Wells, he could have been one of those players. Like, yeah, but now you have to nominate Ruckman and so forth. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the fun questions, girls. But AFLW memberships are still available. I don't know how much they are, but they aren't expensive because I get mine automatically deducted. I think it's about $70 or $80. Gives you access to finals tickets. So you can't complain if we make prelims and finals, you don't get a ticket because you're not a member. So, and if you do sign up now, Bella Eddy and Jasmine Ferguson will personally fist bump you in a very cool way. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how many members we've got at the moment. I think we had, what did we have, about 7,000 last year. So, yeah, so hopefully we can break that this year. That would be really good. And the documentary is premiering tomorrow at 7 p.m. So look out for that, listeners. Any words about that, Jasmine?
Oh, it was great to watch. It has like a lot of.
Oh, so you already seen it?
But,
yeah, we've seen it.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
well, I'm pretty sure I said that. Yeah, we got a preview. But yeah, it got like a lot of emotion to it, but also very funny. And a very good summary of, I guess, even the season before, and then how that kind of put the fire in our bellies for last year.
Good. Yeah, Bella, anything to add to that? Or did Jasmine Ferguson sum that up pretty well?
Nah, Fergie summed it up pretty well, but yeah, I definitely say get on and watch it, share it. The media team's done a really, really fantastic job. It was really, really good. So yeah, I'm sure you guys, all the fans, will really enjoy watching that one.
No, definitely will. 7 p.m. tomorrow, I'll definitely be tuning in for that. So really looking forward to it. And girls, I really appreciate you coming on the eve of the round one and the season start. It's going to be a very exciting year. And yeah, hopefully, we can certainly go back to back, but 1 week at a time. Hopefully we can get the win this week against Geelong. I think I speak on behalf of all the supporters. Wish you all the best for the rest of the year. And hopefully, we can certainly have some success along the way. But we'll definitely see what happens. Jazz, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Any final messages, or happy with that?
Oh, go Roos! Nice.
Yeah, that's a good message. Sorry about that. Bella, any final messages?
Just go Roos and get down to the games where you can, because the girls definitely really do appreciate the support. Like when it's really loud, you genuinely notice, and it really adds and spurs us on. So get down when you can.
No, definitely. That sounds good. And the men's team's finishing next week, I believe. No more excuses. You get to watch another 9-10 weeks of football, and it's exciting. We get another round this year as well, and not three games in eight days or anything like that. It's crazy. So that'll be really good. But really appreciate you girls coming on. Thanks again for coming on. I'll be back later in the week to preview our AFLW and AFL men's team. So look out for that. Until then, bye for now and go Roos.